I don't know of anybody that had an inkling, including television, that had an inkling of what was going on and what has been in the process for 2 months. They have kept this thing really, really quiet, much like, the alien invasion. They've kept secrets, I guess, before they let it out. So it is amazing. It's caught everybody in our business by total surprise. And now everybody's sitting back going, wait a minute, what if like that? And it's going to be extraordinary the next couple of months trying to fetter this whole thing out.
Yeah, that leads me to my next question. What does this mean for golf, and what does golf look like now going forward? I mean, it seems to me that golf now runs through Saudi Arabia. What does the sport look like?
I don't think it'll run through Saudi Arabia. I think it's interesting. The sport, as you know, this lawsuit came about because of monopoly, okay, and fair trade monopoly. What have we just done? We've made the biggest monopolistic sports entity there is worldwide, basically. Under the umbrella of the DP Tour, which is the European Tour, LIV Tour, and the PGA Tour. And we're going to coalesce all these tours together, build this giant pyramid with a big bottom on it. So we get all these players all over the world have a chance to get to the top under one umbrella. And that's what it's done. Now, all of the consequences thereof and everything. I mean, you just throw it in the fire, okay, and burn it, because it's going to come out with flames, with everybody's hair on fire, because they're going to come, just listening to it right now, basically. And the first thing is the players. What are the players going to say?
Right.
And you know what they're going to say. I mean, that guy, Phil Mickelson, that made $200 million and played over there for a year and a half, is going to come walking across the line now and join the tour with no repercussions whatsoever.
Yeah, Gary, what does that do to the guys like Rory McIlroy and who turned down hundreds of millions of dollars?
Millions of dollars, and I'm loyal to the tour. And wait a minute, now I'm going to shake these guys' hand and say, "Good job, guys, you outfoxed us." There's going to be a lot of animosity between the players and the LIV guys coming back, just on the way the business decision is done, and to not. I'm not going to say not get, but at some point they've got to get their pound of flesh. And if it's part of the PIF of Saudi Arabia, I don't know. I don't know, but it's. So
you think, Gary, that the players, the players who chose not to jump over, there's got to be something done for them.
I mean, if it's me, if I'm running the tour, and I haven't talked to anybody about this, and I got all these guys who are loyal and doing this, and I got this giant fund now, and these guys are coming back. And everybody's going, wait a minute, you're coming back here, you made all that money. I'd go to the pension funds of the tour players and just throw $5 million in each one of them. Here, guys, here it is, $5 million for all the problems, everything else. I know it's not $200 million like Phil got, or $30 million like so-and-so got, but at least I got a little bit of flesh, right? A little bit.
Something. As you're talking though, Gary, I'm thinking, I would never say 5 million is a small number, but when you compare it to what some of these checks were,
it's a small number. And wow. Their PIF, their public investment fund is 670 billion. So if we're going now, and we are under one umbrella, and we're an LLC, then that money is part of that money is going to be at the fingertips of the new PGA Tour, the new DP Tour, and the new LIV Tour. So again, all this broke so fast. All these questions, and what the hell how are they going to? They've got their own network. They got their own TV guys. What are they going to do? Everything is just down the line. I'd hate to be on the board now of the tour. I would hate, and I was 100 years ago. I would hate to be that guy that's got to go, well, here, let's try this or that, because you're going to get killed from either side. You're going to get nailed on this thing. It's a fit, it's like Charles Barkley trying to get in 33-inch waist pants. It's not going to fit. So somehow you got to make those pants fit Charles. Good luck. Good luck.
I know it's such a complicated issue. If you were to boil it down to whether this was a good thing or a bad thing for golf, given the developments, sounds like overall you believe this is a positive for the sport.
I do. As we take, there are so many golfers in this world that are really good and have nowhere to go. nowhere to play, and they're playing for little. Okay, so if you take the pyramid was this. We have now widened that base of that pyramid beyond belief. Okay, you can still get to the top, but the base now, hopefully, with Asia, with Mexico, South America, with the DP Tour, all these different tours together, throw all this money in under this one umbrella, and you develop this world tour that Greg Norman has wanted for, I know at least 30 years. So for my case, once we get around all the rhetoric and all the squabbling and the yelling and screaming back and forth, it's going to end up with a little light, a little sunshine at the end, hopefully.